Sanitization, is that a word? Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Hannah Jo and I'm really glad you're here to watch this video. 2020 has been, well, you can fill in your own blank. However unpredictable this year has been, it is always good to be prepared. In this video today, I'll be going over essential kitchen items that you should always have on your pantry or in hand to ensure that during thick or thin craziness of this world, you're always able to prepare whole food kitchen items and prepared meals for yourself or your family. What makes this video a little bit different is not only are these items going to be essential to create whole foods in your house, but they're going to have a extended, literally very long shelf life, and that will make it very good, economical for you. You will not be wasting your money if you decide to purchase bulk any of these items that I will be showing you today, and in fact, you're going to be able to rotate them out in your pantry as you use them. Okay, salt is our first item. It's super essential for pretty much everything you create in your home if you make it from scratch. Bread, seasoning, making canned goods, pickling, sauerkraut, everything. I personally, you can see that I like a specific brand. I like Redmond's. No, this is not a sponsored video. I particularly like this to make sauerkraut, any fermentation I do around the house, and for bread making. My specific way I like to store my salt is in a Gamma Seal 5-gallon food grade bucket. Okay, that will ensure that the salt does not get a moisture or anything like that. And you can zoom in here and see how I like to store it. My salt is in the bag, in the bucket, so it ensures that no moisture will come in and ruin my salt. Okay, so the next one is vinegar. Obviously you can see I have a couple here. They're great for cleaning or sanitation in case of a emergency, or if you need just a little bit of extra sanitization. Is that a word? Anyways, apple cider vinegar is something we always have. It's great for gut health, helps your pH, along with the white wine vinegar. It's great to make salad dressings. And then last but not least, my balsamic vinegar. I'm definitely a favorite. This is a favorite of mine. Vinegar, however, it lasts indefinitely if it's kept in the correct storage. Now, of course, you want a dark, dry, not too hot, not too cold area to keep your foods from going rancid or from collecting any other bacteria. Vinegar is a great way to get healthy enzymes into your diet, especially if your food has gone to a, not so wide variety. So the third product that you would like in your pantry is honey. You can buy honey in bulk and it is amazing. It lasts so long, and due to its high sugar content, it doesn't really go bad. Honey has actually been found and harvested thousands of years old in Rome, Greece, and even ancient Egypt. And they have tested it and seen that it is perfect for human consumption. Maple syrup, number 4. Always have maple syrup. It's great. It's a staple for the American pancake, obviously, waffles, whatever. You always have maple syrup on it. And again, due to its high sugar content, it will last indefinitely if kept in the correct storage. Okay, number 5 on the list is oils. Disclaimer, you want to stay away from those high processed oils like canola oil or safflower. I purchase avocado oil, and I also have a go-to of coconut oil. It's great for making anything from bread or pancakes or any type of breakfast food to seasoning your cast iron and so much more. Oil, again, is one of those foods that will last for a very long time. Now, flour's a picky one. Lots of everybody has a gluten intolerance, or they have a gluten allergy and they have celiac disease. So this might not apply for everyone. However, for the remaining of us who can have a little bit of gluten here and there, I would strongly suggest getting a whole wheat berry or a ancient grain buckwheat, einkorn. I have einkorn here. If you have a grain mill at home, or if you have a friend who has it and you can get access to that grain mill, wheat berries is the best way to go. I know flour is easy to go to when you need to bake that bread, but wheat berries are gonna last very long, much longer than flour. And plus, flour needs to be kept in the freezer. Not a whole lot of people know that, but wheat berries can be stored again in those 5-gallon food grade buckets with those Gamma Seal lids. They can last a long time. All right, it's alcohol time. Yes, this might not be essential for you, but it might be essential for a item or a situation, or even for bartering. Alcohol has a very high alcohol content and a very low water content, which means it can store and actually sanitize itself. You can use it for pain relief. If you really just need to hit the hay, need a little something to go to bed. And also you can make tinctures, you can preserve herbs, or use it to preserve anything else. Alcohol is one of those things that has a to it now, and we have lost the medicinal properties of alcohol, and it might be something that you want to look into. Okay, pasta. Pasta is a go-to meal for the Western American diet. However, we can also make it healthy, okay? Buying a gluten-free rice flour or a whole wheat gluten pasta can actually last around 25 years in your pantry. Again, if stored in the correct way. If you're in an off-grid situation, you can just throw it in some water and the next day it'll be good to go. So the next couple items kind of group together as they all pertain to baking. However, sugar is going to be the one that I'm talking about next. And while the majority of us have come to the conclusion that sugar is technically bad for us, and it is in mass amounts of numbers, having it on hand can actually help in an emergency situation. If you need to pickle or can anything, make some bread, use it for anything else, and like fermenting. We use it here for our kombucha personally, and that is a good enzyme of yeast that we like to drink. I know, but sugar feeds that SCOBY and helps our gut bacteria grow. The next two are baking soda and baking powder. Okay, if you want anything to rise or grow, you want those, and it pertains to everything baking. They also have an extremely long shelf life, like 50 years long shelf life. And the next one I'm going to say is yeast. It's a bit tricky, and again, the weird storage for it is technically keeping it in the freezer. That's not the case for every yeast, and if you have a sourdough yeast cultivating at home, then you've got us beat. All right, it's the last two, and these are the most protein dense. We've talked about a lot of things here, and the next two are very important. The first one on is basmati rice, okay, or jasmine rice. Any type of white rice will have a very long shelf life, around 20 to 25 years. Again, if kept in the right environment. But brown rice, even though it has a higher content value of proteins and carbohydrates, it does only last about 6 months. You can use Mylar bags or these awesome buckets here, but white rice is the way to go. And last but definitely not least is beans. I have just one type here. I've got some garbanzo beans in here, but again, due to the drying of their state, they will last for a long time, around 5 years if kept in the right oxygen absorber Mylar bag. However, this bucket here can last me about a year. If you're still here watching this video, I'd like to say thank you so much for watching all of my content. And please, if you liked the content that is, like the video, and please share it. All food is essential. Everybody's livelihood is essential, and we all need to be prepared for whatever comes next. For more day-to-day information, please consider following me on Instagram at Back to Prairie Living, and consider subscribing to this channel here on YouTube and hit the notification bell so you're given up-to-date information on when I put out new videos. God bless. Bye. And when all hell breaks loose, you can have some whiskey or bourbon or scotch or vodka. Just kidding. All kidding aside, alcohol is actually a really great way to